it's gonna reset. That's way too much time loss. Sorry, Lizard. Don't think I quite understand what you're saying there. Yeah, no. Like, I understand when people, like, are legitimately just like, hey, why is the game in a different language? Because, especially for more modern games, you know, language differences don't always exist. Sometimes the game plays out the exact same way regardless of the language that's in. Is it bad you know more Mandarin from your anime than French from your French class? Well, I mean, if you're watching, like, actual shows from China... Okay. I just need to clarify something there. Do you actually mean, like, Mandarin as, like, Chinese Mandarin? Or do you mean Mandarin as, like... You're misunderstanding that Japanese people don't speak Mandarin? I just need to make sure there. Your friend... I'm assuming that's watches a Japanese show with Chinese subtitles. Right? Yeah, there we go. I'm actually stupid. Okay. Come on, Fluffy. Get a run going, dude. Stop making dumb mistakes, Fluffy. Meant Japanese. Phone is autocorrecting words. Don't need autocorrecting. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I also probably know more Japanese from watching anime than I do French from all the French classes I took. But that's just kind of fine, though. Like, I knew somebody in college who legitimately learned English by watching, like, Friends. Like, watching the TV show Friends. That's legitimately how he learned English. Damn.
铁玉在战斗中必须保持平衡，速度很重要，但你也得能够击中你的目标。我们得练习这些技能，直到成为直觉反应。结束之后，我有东西要让你看看。练习都结束了。来吧，我准备好了。
Okay. Yeah, it is a good way to learn a language. Like, if you are legitimately, like, trying to learn the language, watching shows from that, that, like, are native in that language is a good way to do it. I definitely have picked up some Japanese from watching anime, but, like, I'm not trying to learn the language, so, like, it's mostly just, like, pattern recognition stuff. Where's that one coming in from? Oh, over here. Well, there he goes.
看来有大事要发生了，我带你出来。
关闭所有非必要系统。
库珀，准备好。别急，克罗，他刚离开虚拟实境，需要点时间适应。他没问题的，相信我。
Choto Mateo.
全体就战斗位置。
You know, I've actually like used that, right? I've used Choto Mateo correctly, just like
还不错。
not even thinking about it because I've heard Choto Mateo like so often, right?
不是今天，没时间了。
拉斯蒂摩莎，
安德森，
畜生！我们下面见。
It's a lot different than using like singular words, right? Because like
在那里了。
it's almost a meme to it's almost a meme to say like nani.
下面见了，库珀，祝你好运。
It's almost a meme to say that just because like everybody who's watched one anime knows what nani means. That's fine. One of these days I'm gonna learn about how to keep my speed through there. Yeah, see, I was forced to learn French from grade 4 to grade 8. And like I don't recall most of what I learned at this point because it's been so long, but also because I just didn't care. Like French as a language didn't interest me. And unlike Japanese, where I could see myself in the future like needing to know things from it, you know, I don't see myself ever needing French. Five-year-old brother came home saying noni and dabbing. He asked where he got it and he said his teacher. Yikes. Yeah, no. I just think that, like, some people take their hatred of anime, quote-unquote, like, way too far. Like, a lot of people are just like, dude, I fucking love Dragon Ball. And then they'll, like, 2 minutes later say, nah, fuck anime, dude. Fuck anime. Like, a lot of people just don't understand. Man, that was good. That was good. That was good. Let's go. Live in London, so you had to do both French and Spanish. Got a B, 1 mark off an A, and an A in Spanish. So yes, Spanish was much easier and much more fun to learn. French for 8 years and Spanish for 3. Ay, ay, ay.
这可能让你昏睡，但醒来后会好些。
拉斯蒂摩莎，敌方太太，尸体皆猎杀者。
收到 BT， 佣兵，库珀别起来 ，BT 我们走。
Yeah, no. Language is definitely just like I feel like you have to be interested in learning the language for one reason or another. God, I fucking hate that emote so much, dude. I hate that emoji so much. I have such a negative relationship with that emoji. Also, hey, everybody, look at Richter's coat. It's so funny that clicking on Richter is like this. Yeah, I won't ban you guys for using that emoji, but I would like to request that you don't use it. Because I just don't like it. Why do I have a negative relationship with an emoji? basically because I had somebody for like 5 months straight non-stop use that emoji on fucking everything and wouldn't stop when I asked them to stop, to the point where I had to straight just like ban this guy on fucking everything. Because at a certain point he was just doing it to piss me off. Like, I know y'all aren't doing it to piss me off, right? I hate the scene where he takes his ear off. Yeah. I was more referring to the fact that, like, clicking the left mouse button while Richter's, like, in the middle of your screen will cause his jacket to, like, will cause his jacket to freak out, basically. Drub Gaming, thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate that. But yeah, no. I just have a negative relationship with that emoji, because at a certain point, a guy just would not stop using it. I asked him to stop, and it's just like, ugh. It's just, ugh. I barely use emojis anymore because I can't be bothered to pull them up. That's fair. Like, I don't use emojis. I barely use emojis, and if I do, I'm using, like, the neutral face emoji. That's literally it. Otherwise, I'm using, like, Twitch emotes or other specific emotes for Discord. Twitch emotes are fine, right? Twitch emotes are great. I don't mind Twitch emotes, but just not a fan of that emoji. Not into the speedrunning aspect of the game, but I'll admit the speedrun is sick. It is. It is very fun. I'm a big fan of the Titanfall 2 speedrun, as noted by the fact that I'm speedrunning it right now. And I was a big enough fan of it to get to top 10 in any percent. Dude, why do I fly so far off the wall there? Yeah, I knew I was gonna mantle there. Okay, those guys got like hella frozen. What the fuck? Yeah, Twitch emojis are much better. Yeah, no, like, if you want to, like, use an emote, if you want to signify that, like, you're laughing at something, then, like, I'd much rather you use LUL, L-U-L, than, like, you know, the laughing, crying emoji. .702 is pretty good. Are you good in multiplayer? Like, I'm 100% sure if you join a match, you can figure out a slingshot in one moment. I don't know. The thing about speedrunning is, like, yeah, sure, I might know how to go fast in, like, any given moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, like, I know how to aim, for example. 727, that's pretty good. Exclamation point MP will give you a good rundown of what I would usually say in this scenario, though. Dude. Yeah, basically. I still think it takes too long to find pilots v pilots, comparatively. Like, I've had days where I've been waiting like 10-15 minutes for pilots v pilots, and that's just my preferred game mode. That's still a long time to wait for a Pilots v Pilots match. It was definitely before the recent, you know, surge in players. Ah, damn, dude. This could have been way better, but I just flubbed it. Yeah, I don't hate people for liking attrition, but I just don't like attrition. At the core of everything, that's the main reason I don't play multiplayer. It's because everyone wants to play attrition, and I don't really like it. Not in this game. I like it in Titanfall 1, I don't like it in Titanfall 2. What? Ah, you lived. Little bitch. Well, get around to BT, please. Friend constantly said lol all the time, and when I told him to stop, I said lol, do you he mad? Well, that was a sub 10 embark animation, so not bad. Yeah, it doesn't take far too long now to find other game modes besides, you know, attrition. But it still does take typically longer than, it does still take typically longer than a game, Jesus Christ. It does typically still take much longer than attrition does. And the main reason I'm not a fan of attrition is I don't like the pilot versus Titan dynamic in this game. The pilot versus Titan dynamic in Titanfall 1 was really good. It felt perfect. I felt like they had nailed it in Titanfall 1. And in Titanfall 2, that dynamic just doesn't exist. It's garbage. I mean, it exists, but, you know. Damn it, dude. You're hyped for Apex to finally end, so they can work on a better game called Titanfall 3. I feel like a common misconception people have right now is that, like, resources... I think a lot of people aren't aware that they opened an entire studio in Vancouver to dedicate development to Apex Legends. Like, the main studio could easily be working on Titanfall 3 right now. They're not, right? I don't think they are working on it, because I feel like, you know, they're probably working on this unannounced IP, and then, you know, Jedi Fallen Order 2. But, like, I feel like Apex is not taking nearly the amount of resources that anymore that people think they are. Alright, that was decent. Could have been way worse, but that was pretty decent. Actually getting a run past BT is always a good start. Okay, there we go. Not getting the disembark jump sucks, but I fucking lurched. God damn it. Why am I having so much trouble with this section? I guess I gotta practice this section a lot later. god. Please not this shit again.
警告，我正在攻击都市炮，
辐射启动，
正在启动声纳图。
130 is not great, but it's definitely better than the rest of the runs I've had today.
启动安全气压过渡舱程序。
铁玉，我正在追踪你的位置，建议你寻找出口。声纳图波已启动。
学长，这是肯恩，哎，你跟反抗军的老朋友们，我们之间不过是沟通不良罢了，没关系。
我正在攻击敌方泰坦。 正在启动声纳图波辅助。
Dude! Why? Okay.
反抗军残兵，我要你们知道，这是肯恩的地盘。快，来到火花，
3号，地球反抗军舰队，失守开的设施，还不是有某种新式的机械步兵，我们被困住了。
我已在你的行进路径上侦测到反抗军友军。
Okay, I guess I'll just ride that pipe when I didn't want to.
见到友邦铁狱长官，我们小队可被打惨了。正在启动声纳图波辅助。
Yeah, not every stream / streamer has a watch time command. It's fine. It's not like a bad thing to check. I don't feel like it is anyway. You wonder which will release first. I guarantee you it's not going to be any of the Valve stuff. If any of the Valve games releases first, I will be genuinely shocked.
3A 区有猎兽尸体，请进驻中。
Yeah, you don't need to keep typing the same message 3 times. Like, I saw that you had said it the first time. I'm speed running. I don't always have the capability to look over. Whew, bump launch.
铁玉，我们的道路将在前方交汇。
Why am I still awake? Because fuck you, Dorito, that's why.
挡住我不是对你开枪射击，这会违反协议3。
Why don't I make a VTuber? Because it's expensive and I don't have the money to do it right now.
我也很高兴见到你。关闭烂泥流的控制器在下个房间里，你的抬头显示有标记。
好了，废物，够了，我来了。
正辐射过滤器。
414 is doable. Yeah, I'm aware, but like, it's a lot of fucking work that I'm not willing to put in right now.
跟安德芬少校会合。
Like, the skills to be able to do it is a lot of fucking work. I don't have the patience for it right now. It's not like I don't have a webcam anyway, it's just there's no point having a webcam on in a dark room. Simple as that. Also, I don't have a shirt on, so.
好好，真好，又一个落跑英雄，还带着一地 SRS 新风机泰坦，
Wow!
这才像话嘛！来场真刀真枪的对战吧。废物，让好戏上场吧。
敌方泰坦倒地。
很高兴你我
别碰到可能留下的敌人，他会伤害自身。
Still losing time, but I guess this has been a better Blood and Rust than I've had, like, all day. In general, this has mostly just been a better run that I've had all day. Still not the best, but absolutely nowhere near the worst. But yeah. I just do not have the patience right now to make a VTuber myself. And even if I did, like, I'd have some reservations about using it. Not because I think it's cringe or anything like that, but also, I don't know.
解密敌方通讯的能力在战争史中有着重要的地位，这将对我们有利。要生存，就得继续前进。
No worries, Azzy. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Suppose that's alright. It's not the worst I've ever had.
安德森少校走的是这条路，他可能是到汇合点的捷径。我建议我们继续前进，小心前进。
Nice. Perfect. That's about as fucking good as I can expect that to go right now.
收到没完毕。我是艾希，说吧。本人没回复，我看这反抗军的铁玉想当大英雄，他朝着你那里去了。快点他。了解，艾许完毕。
Yeah. No, a part of me in the future definitely feels like, yeah, for sure, I'll have a VTuber model at some point in the future, but today is not that day. Hello, yes, BT. Why the fuck aren't you over here, you bitch? When's my birthday? It's November 1st. Ah, that's kind of bad. Well, I didn't lose all my speed off of that, but that certainly wasn't great. Well, I suppose the ending has to be bad every now and then, right? Ending can't be good every time. Even still, the rest of that level was pretty good. Damn, could have golded, actually. If I just had a better ending, that could have golded. Yeah. Now, if I... Yeah, I certainly won't expect anything, Dorito. Don't worry about it. Oh, fuck. Okay, that is fine. Everything worked out. I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm not losing time. Yeah, okay. I mean, this just gives me less room for error. It doesn't outright kill me, but it does just give me significantly less room for error. So I've got to take that into account. On what difficulty is the speedrun being performed on? Easy. There is a speedrun category for master difficulty, but nobody really runs it. And there's no real reason to run on any other difficulty. Really? That's kind of just like the darkest timeline, honestly. What the fuck is going on? Oh wait, I actually shouldn't be on this thing. I should be like going around like this. Wow, this has been a really bad start. I'm gonna have to like nail the rest of this to not lose time. God damn it, dude. Where's the checkpoint? All the way back here? God fucking damn it. Dude. Well, I was so slow that apparently I'm now here. Okay. You know what? Whatever.
体育，我被带到一个充满预知结构的地方，我们离得不远了，快点！
Hey, I need on that, please. Don't go away. Thank you. Maybe there's a chance. I don't know. But yeah, in terms of like VTuber, if I was just to get a VTuber model, I'd want it to be of my Final Fantasy XIV character. It's because I have a strong attachment to them. It would also be good because I would get to like, you know, spend the whole stream voice acting, more or less. That's like half the reason I would want a VTuber model, is that I'd practice like speaking as someone else for long periods of time. Okay, so I'm probably losing like 20-30 seconds off of that, but I'll still get most of the time save, as long as I do dome launch well. God, yeah. You know, I guess I didn't directly answer your question from way back, Darub, but I wouldn't say I'm bad at multiplayer, but you definitely need to know more than just movement to be good at it. So, while I could probably move all the fuck around glitch and, you know, town, whatever the fuck that map is called, the map, one of the map not Angel City, but like one of the other holdovers from Titanfall 1. I'm gonna have to do the backup. Not Rise, no. Okay, well, I lost a bit more time there. But it's still not like the darkest timeline right now. It's the one that, like, back in the Titanfall 1 campaign was like, oh yeah, the IMC is striking at this town, testing out their new, like, Stalker or Spectre units or whatever the fuck. And that's where you ran into James McCallan for the first time. Yeah, it's good that I'm getting most of this time save still. Like, I'll still be in the green by a good amount, but I wish I could have gotten all of it. Guess it's just what happens when you don't play amazingly. Damn, I'm actually gonna be further behind than the last run that got this deep. Not by much, but it's gonna be further behind. Unfortunate. I didn't play Titanfall 1, but you may vaguely remember which maps are into. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the map, so like I couldn't tell you myself. I just remember it being one of the story maps in Titanfall 1, and it being one of my favorite maps in general, overall. It's like the one with this in the small village that has like a giant like fucking watchtower in the middle of it. Get on the wall, please. Okay, I guess we're doing this because the game is dumb. That's not Exoplanet. I know for a fact it's not Exoplanet because I literally hold the world record in Frontier Defense duos on Exoplanet. It's not Exoplanet.
这地方要崩塌了，建议我们尽快离开。你离我的位置不远，抬头显示有标记。
这是高度危险的环境。
Wait, that was a 109 embark? What the fuck happened? Ugh. That's awful. 109 embark is awful, dude. What the fuck happened? Oh, yeah. No, never mind. I guess a 109 embark makes sense. I think it was Colony. Colony would make sense given the context of the map. Actually lost time on that. That's unfortunate. That was one of my bigger time saves on the shorter maps.
体育，安德森少校在这里调查这座设施。我跟你在另一边汇合。
No worries, Dorito. Appreciate you being here, bud. I appreciate all the follows and you guys hanging out today. Hydrate? God damn it, that means I have to actually pour a glass of water when I get to the stopping point here. Damn, sub 1, let's go. Sub 1 is really good for that. Alright. We're not quite at the stopping point here. Or, not the stopping point, but like the auto-scroller point, so I'll just wait to pour the water until then. Here we go. So. Not sure if you could hear the water being poured.
以下为反抗军 SRS 的布里格斯指挥官所简报的安德森的任务。
There we go. Hydration commenced. It is kind of unfortunate, though, that the The pilot helmets here couldn't be like in a more engaging place or out of the way place.
布里斯特看他的佣兵们集结，要保护那边的某家重要东西，所以你注意你的背后，看安德森。
Uniting Cupid, thank you for the follow, dude.
解狱，安德森少校所收集的数据显示不完整，我们有责任坚守并完成特殊作业。217建议我们在继续前先找到安德森的稳耐装置。
我们应该怎么办？
我们的任务已更新。我侦测到安全守卫建筑上有个洞口。我会提供
Funny
记录的
jokes.
权限在你调查设施已取得情报和丢失装置时，我会待在这里扫描环状结构。
Alright.
一定有比较简单的方法，PT。
我会想办法。
Beauty. Punch, punch, punch. Fun little thing here. If you melee one of those guys at the right time, you get shot upwards, and it's great. Oh, baby. Let's fucking go. That is such a good FTL. Holy shit, what an FTL, dude. That was so good. Oh my goodness, that felt so fucking good. Oh.
对不起，安德森。
Dude, getting an FTL that good is just pure gasm. It's so fucking satisfying. Okay. That was not intended by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what? We do not complain, and we in fact take those. That's one of those time saves that's completely unintended, but completely welcome regardless. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. One 101, 102. That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty okay for all helmets. What's up, Uniting Cupid? Ah, I didn't want a mantle. That's unfortunate. Damn. Really? Been a little bit since I've missed that helmet. I guess I have to hug the wall a bit tighter than I want to. Yeah, so we're losing time off of that, unfortunately, but... Yeah. 9 seconds, that's fair. For what did go right and what did go wrong, 9 seconds is fair.
建议到轮环附近跟我汇合，并扫描设备的能量特征。我找到桥梁延伸至轮环的操控台，抬头显示有标记。
Okay. You know, that's fine. I just need to get past this stage. The stage is identical to any %.
BT。
104. That's fine. I definitely had worse. Ugh. Might need to get some breakfast soon. What the fuck? Who put in so many
很
reactions?
好，铁玉，扫描完成。如安德森发现的 ，IMC 可能使用这个武
I
器
guess
的完
Next
成版
did.
对
Okay,
反
that's
抗军
fair.
的哈莫尼星
And then
进
Yummy
行
Bacon just
我
decided,
们的
yep,
旅程已结束
I'm
还
gonna
早
put my
必须
name
将
on
这
all of
数据
these.
回传舰队。
Still managed to save a bit of time. Alright. And to the other stage, which is 100% the same between any % and all helmets.
库珀铁玉，安德森死了，但只要能和舰队重新连线，我们就能完成他的任务。前方的星际信号台刚好派上用场。
Can I get a wall run, please?
信号台就在前方。
Dude,
扫描显示能量运作低下，
that's so bad.
需要维修。我发现了许多未知目标。发现敌人，这些潜行者似乎被输入指令。
Well,
注意，我发现雾中
yeah, I'm gonna get a really bad cutscene skip here. Yeah. Or not cutscene. That's a really bad dialogue skip, all things considered. It's just not great.
呼叫反抗军部队，敌人已被消灭。
你救了我们一命，那些潜行者没完没了的，我们可撑不了多久。嘿，外面的，我们要打开防爆门了，进来吧。我是反抗军手榴弹兵第3部队的各上尉，被电梯上的压制住了。
I guess it's too much to ask for that I get a PB pace, a run that was on the same pace as PB,
信号台状况
but like with a perfect, whatchamahoo's it, Abyss 2 for that full minute of time save.
电弧状
Guess it's just a bit much to ask
产生高达5兆焦耳。
for me right now. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to like get breakfast after this though, just cause Jesus, man. I can feel my body begging for sustenance.
库珀铁 我建议在设施分台里面行动时小心一点。你必须取回电弧装置。
布里斯克和新都是能解下。
祝您好运。
Only losing 3.5 seconds there is not honestly that bad. Okay.
马文 B7翻译，请到 B7 区报告。
Yeah.
我们部队的铁狱几个
Really?
铁狱，我已连接至你的头盔抬头显示已更新进度，频道随时开启，供你需要时使用。
Why do I keep missing that wall kick, dude?
装备撑得住，航路连通成功，风扇已关闭，电弧装置距离30公尺。做得好，体育，你已获得电弧装置，返回控制室，系统已准备重启。
I didn't get that? Seriously? I'm kind of really upset right now. I literally cannot have a good beacon 2 in all helmets. I swear, no matter how much I practice this stage, dude, it's just absolute pain in the ass to ever have a good run on. Oh, mantle. Only saved by a good fast fence. I was literally only saved by having a good fast fans. Although I really, really need to figure out how to not be so high up for fast fans. I could have a way better beacon 2 than that, though. Like, the only reason that saved as much time as it did is I got, like, a really good fast fans. Okay, so I know I can get to sub 11 here if I get a really good beacon 3. So that's what I'm gonna aim for. This run could die at any moment. Like, there's no guarantee this run lives at for any reason. But that was really bad. I easily lost a good, like, 3 to 5 seconds there. Like, easily a good 3 to 5 seconds with how bad that was. Oh, I'm up in my hidey hole for now, looking down on all the peasants. Look at them. They don't have a Titan or an Arc tool. The peasants. They have to rely on calling home to survive. I just use my epic skills as a speedrunner. Captain, the uplink targeting module is offline. God, good. I bet the IMC are on their way. That is a reasonable assumption. McCord, can we bypass the module? No, sir. Not unless we want to send a message to the entire IMC fleet. The module is going to have to be repaired manually. Pilot, the situation could use your skills.
你得到现场修复信号台，并尽快赶回来。
控制转给铁玉。
Alright, well, I practiced this more than anything else because I want this to go right more than anything else. But we'll see how it
扫
goes.
描显示阵亡铁玉。我记得这名铁玉在摧残之地行动中表现非常出色。
The world is not always kind.
“我的扫描器发现了运作中的连线锁定模组，东北方428公尺。我的分析结果显示，投掷是唯一的办法。我能够将你扔过去。”
Alright. Let's go Super Curveball.
风力3节，风向274，距离95公尺，投掷质量89公斤。相信我。
IMC 运输船正朝着你过来。
A4，我们正在调动部队协助，预计3分钟抵达。这体育显露信号台，看到它，讯号你了，布里斯特。
Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. That was so fucking good. Easily the best Super Curveball I've ever had.
收到没？回答我。K14，收到。Z1 K1进军 A2，快让士兵着陆，快点。
发现连线锁定模组，检查抬头显示。
所有单位 K4没有回应，准备进攻目标所在的信号台4号。K16，信号台4号购台上的小队已阵亡，铁玉可能是要从那里发送信号。收到。就于信号。
Boom. That was fucking really good.
模组位于天线的投射器中。
Very happy with that.
铁玉的意图不明，他可能是要把我们调离带上。
连线锁定模组连接中断。
盯着铁玉，有另有打算。协议2，任务更新。
Okay. Let's try that again.
注意进入维修模式。
反泰坦小队已抵达，请求支援。
Ah, damn. Missed the wall kick, so now I need to take all of these.
我正在攻击敌方步兵。
I'm gonna have to take the...
欢迎回来，库珀。
That sucks.
我正在攻击敌方步兵。
I didn't get a good boost the first time, so I had to take the zip line, but I needed to get on the zip line way sooner.
已启动铁玉模式。好枪法。
Thank you, Smitty.
全新整形会。
我正在攻击敌方步兵。已歼灭所有敌人，区域安全。没事吧，铁玉？
Let me set that up again. Oh no, please. Okay.
替换连线模组。
That's so bad.
模组的插槽在机器上方。
That's really fucking unfortunate.
你再接着爬上去。
I guess the good news is I can just do this all the way back up at this point, but...
有人在猎杀你的佣兵，而且看起来你的无线电被
Oh, man, it was gonna be so fucking good, and now it's just, like, aggressively mediocre. That's unfortunate.
我是库本布里斯克，你在监听我们是吧？想当英雄是吧？行，你再来呀，再来呀！要是我是你的话，我可不会这么拼命要当英雄，就能至少能活得久一点。
假设天线在
BT，
接到你了。
Yeah, I really needed to not fuck that up if I wanted that to be, like, really good. I honestly don't know where this stands now. At, like, 7 flat.
体育，天线已启动，你一回来我就向舰队发送信息。你实在是了不起
I
啊！
don't know. The run's not out at this point,
吉格特，我是布里斯克。
as far as I'm aware, but, like, it could die at any time still.
拦截并终结那个体育，然后将剩下的反抗军处决。
死神接近中。军部队攻守控制室发现敌人。
收到，封锁中，我们会在这里提供支援。
注意，发现异常活动，可能是敌方泰坦。
MC 听着，我现在要生人军衔，也想取人性命，自己做选择。Yes, fucking back here。发现敌方泰坦，你惹错人了。
敌方泰坦到底。
让他活着离开。
That could have been way worse. Maybe there's a chance this is still good. It won't be a sub 12, a sub 11. It definitely won't be a sub 11, but it could very much be... If this goes really well, it could still be a gold. Okay, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Okay, he blew up at like 9, 10, 9, 11. So if it's 2 minutes and 5 seconds like I think it is, then this could basically be a gold still. Not by much, but like that alone could be enough to like just barely eke it out. Either way, I'm gonna get up real quick and I'm gonna get like a snack.
快到了，80%，信号强度达最大能量，准备发送。
广播资料流中，等候回应。
希望有人还在上面。好了，
我是反抗军 SRX 掠夺者军团的莎拉·布里格斯，请验证。
布里格斯指挥官，我是 BT7274，协议2，坚守任务，回报情报给隶属 SRS 单位的舰队。
清楚收到，很高兴听到你们还在下面。我们现在正在接收资料。泰坦 BT7274，资料记录器显示，原来的铁狱已阵亡。
正确，泰拉斯提摩沙上尉已阵亡。现在连线到的是代理铁狱步枪兵杰克库珀。
等一下，拉斯提摩沙要你连线步枪兵。
对，他没有别的选择。
了解，我们会将你转给合格的铁狱。
反对，库珀是我的铁狱。我们现在的作战效能评分超过90%，请求授权保持此连线。
BT，你该庆幸我们无计可施。准许授权。库珀，有台机器很赞许你。幸好有你的社会扫描资料，我们已经追踪其能量特征到 IMC 的提供新基地上。我们时间不多，快走吧。
Okay, yeah, that golded. Nice. By almost 2 seconds. I'm happy with that.
听着 ，IMC 研发一种折叠时空武器，它的威力
I'm very happy with that Golding.
星球，但如果没了
That just means that like it can still be so much better.
你们必须要在盛会里
Probably nailing
将它夺走，掠夺者军团武器就绪。
probably nailing as well as I did without any mistakes. Beacon 3 is enough to push me into 125 sum of best. Alright, 12 seconds to save here. Let's see what we can do about it. Oh, hey.
剑可行就绪。
漂亮的击杀铁律，继续提高。
I'm just gonna assume that Reaper gets killed at this point. That's just what I'm gonna assume.
快走铁律，快走！
Dude. Did that arc wave seriously miss him? Holy shit. Yeah, this is bad. That's so shit.
跟我来，前面有个电梯。过来，铁玉，跟着我。
Yeah.
已启动点域控制。
So this is definitely losing time.
铁玉预备，
The 340 elevator is not good.
简单的部分结束了。
Yeah, I just really fucked everything there, unfortunately. Everything that could have...
不错，我认为你可以拿到体育证书了。
Everything that could have been, you know, made better on my
然
end
后回家。
by not being bad went bad.
他在那里，时间还够，可以拦截盛会。上，敌军来袭！
控制着力。
继续向前推进，不能让盛会离开内脏团。
剑可行就绪。
射得好，继续前进。我们正在接近天龙星，继续前进。
Dude, just pick a direction, Reaper, and go that way. Like, holy shit, my guy.
进入天龙星。
有比步兵体型更大的敌人。
天龙星快将来
Punch? Nah, rip. He did not punch me. I am Sedge. Yeah, I'm already losing time. Try by fire, dude. It's so hard. You have to deal with some level of RNG and a lot of, like, improv, which is just sometimes really hard to deal with. Unfortunate. Well, no 127 this run without, like, massive golds. And I'm versing a really good gold here in the arc, so very unlikely. Alright, real quick. Mission select. 1, 2, 6, 9, 8, 11, 3. Okay. Menu for Ion. Smile. I'm glad that, like, my brain is actually remembering that. Because there was a while there where, like, I was straight up just not remembering the menu for Ion. Getting a low 128 would be pretty good, though. Not gonna lie, a low 128 would be pretty good. B3 Glod. Yep. It was only by 2 seconds, and is still massively improvable, but it is a Beacon 3 Glod. So it is big poogers. Yeah, that Beacon 3 Gold can be improved by like over 20 seconds, so... I'm looking forward to get that one down over time. Hey, look everyone, it's Valkyrie's dad. Let's kill him. Visual clear. I've got good tone. Hi, BT. Hi. Hello, BT. Jesus, what was that? I was gonna roll with it. That was a very awkward Barker skip. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, why is going on, dude? Jesus Christ. Okay. Cool. I just want 2 grenades for this part. Okay. I feel like the ship is tilting way more than usual. Is anyone else watching feel this way? I feel like this ship is tilting way more than usual. Please.
室内安全，链条就在上面。
跟我来。互不加油，坚持。
Okay. Sometimes ship tilt okay, sometimes it's shy like this. Does this actually lose me any time?
别设计，它是防弹的。我们打算打。
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that still loses me time, but like, I don't know.
成型炸弹预
By
备
the time I got there, they were in position.
库珀，准备好了吗？好了。破开，破开，破开！
I don't know if that actually lost me any time, but I'm not gonna really worry about it.
安全吗？
Yeah, but that ship tilt was fucking really obnoxiously bad.
包在我身上。
Alright, at SRC mods, you already know this, but
马耳他已拿下。
using a controller for this section.
继续掌控剑桥，使用电子刀，在天龙星后方右转。巴克将 BD
That's such a shitty tilt. I'm really afraid this one's definitely gonna crash.
10人到天龙星汇合，就这样。
就这样，你支持你的泰坦库珀，保姆任务完成了。
Well, it didn't. It didn't crash, and it didn't fucking... Okay, you know what? Fair.
将控制权转交铁域。
库珀，我们从后方掩护你，到甲板上前去天龙星。
Luda 1, Viper's on station. Your run ends here, pilot. The RNG belongs to me. No time to save. No run to bless. What? Okay. Dude, what's going on? Give me battery, please. I just about died. If he had gotten that flame core off, I was dead. That was really fucking bad. That was a horrible Viper Zerg.
收到，登上天龙星必须
Yeah, that Viper Zerg was straight ass. Like, holy shit.
正在调整风阻，计算中。
That entire sequence was just really fucking shit. Yeah, way too slow to even get even out of bounds for a moment. Yeah, that was less than half a second before death. That was ridiculous. Alright, so we're definitely losing time in this level. It's a minute 55 of when Viper dies to when the level finishes. And that was like 7, so we're losing like 10 seconds. So
我们必须坚守任务。这艘船正高速下坠，靠我们了，库珀。
winnable. Yeah, true. It's very much still winnable. It'll be like 19 seconds ahead, and I know I can still gold the fold weapon by quite a bit. So yeah, assuming the fold weapon doesn't go to shit, this should TB.
遏制单位大到无法携带，我们必须随机应变。
But wow, yeah. I cannot reach the Ark. Cooper, I need your help. Quickly, we need to get off the ship. We are running out of time. This way, Cooper.
不行，我们被困住了。
你在做什么？
协议3，我不会失去另一位体育的。 准备撞击。
Yeah, 10.5 seconds. That's about right. Yeah, no, this is 100% winnable. Yeah. On top of knowing I can still gold this, I've got like 22 seconds of time save. This, your problems are not my concern. Once you have delivered the Ark as per your contract, your payment will be transferred by the IMC. Just have my money ready. I'll get you your precious cargo, you useless niff. Oi, Titan! You're gonna open up and give me what I want. Voice command, not recognized. Let me just rip it out of him. We can't risk it. The Ark's unstable. Listen, hero. You have what's mine, and I want it back. Go on. Tell your Titan to open up. About what? His feelings? Still trying to be a hero, eh? I have a lot of dosh running on this contract, my friend. So tell your Titan, if he doesn't open up, I will shoot you in the head. Pilot in jeopardy. Ocular systems, marginal. Cannot visually acquire pilot. Ah, stand him up. You see him now? Right here, right here. Yeah? You see him now? Functions compromised by severe. I don't care how broken you are. I know deep down something's still working there. Now open up, or I'm going to shoot your pilot in the head. You still remember numbers, don't you? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? That's the problem with teams. If you don't win together, you die together. And that's why I don't mind this cutscene, because voice acting Blisk is honestly a lot of fun. I wish I could be a bit louder, but it's still like 7:40 a.m. There's still a few people sleeping in the house. Probably don't want to wake them up too much if I can't help it. Nice try, love. Say goodnight. Yeah, I think I died in Escape on PB. Yeah, I died in Escape on PB. So, like, realistically, this should be an easy PB. It might still be, because, like, I know I can get a sub 12 gold here. Like, for sure, I can get a sub 12 gold here. I think I'm on the cusp of a sub, like, sub 11, 80% fold. So I know for a fact I can get a sub 12 in all helmets. I am definitely going to be done regardless of how this run turns out, though. Because regardless of how this run turns out, in like an hour or 20, there's a GDQ run I want to watch. And I also kind of like need to get legitimate breakfast. Must be graveyard hours there. It's like 7:40 a.m. Ah, damn, didn't want to touch the wall. Yeah, I've been up all night. Not of my own volition, I just... My sleep schedule's been, like, absolutely dog shit. And... No point trying to sleep when your body literally refuses. Ah, damn. Didn't hold against the wall enough. Yeah, we'll just take that. Huh. I wonder what gave me that speed boost. I'm not gonna argue against that speed boost, mind you, but like I wonder what gave it to me, that's all. You know, sometimes when I get wall jumps like that, I'm just not entirely sure why I end up going so far out. But yeah, there was a heat wave like a couple weeks ago in the Pacific Northwest that I'm sure you heard about, and that absolutely destroyed my sleep schedule. So, I've just kind of been all over the place the last 2 weeks. Might be jumping off the corner. That could be it. I could be just getting too much momentum from the corner and need to jump earlier. I need to test it anyway. That segment was kind of sloppy.
IMC 启动折叠时空武器，如果失败，反抗军的哈莫尼星将会被摧毁。
IMC 人员注意，我是马德将军，佣兵已将圣柜送达，准备折叠时空武器。
开启折叠时空武器能源系统，启动瞄准反馈。
目的地设成反抗军星球哈莫尼。
瞄准系统启动，哈莫尼星，坐标264.588，改入。
725. That's really good pace for all helmets. 725 is really good pace for all helmets. I think a militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's all yours. Keep the salvage. Who said anything about salvage? I'll do this one for free. Now, I know everyone hates me for this, but Scorch Strat Sloan. Really? Please do your laser core. Well, that's bad. Well. Well, rip pre-charge off of that. But like, god damn it, man. That's just so shit. Yeah. It's just frustrating is what that is, because like I don't know what caused Sloan to not fire the laser core there, right? Yeah, it's not getting pre-charge. 100% there's no pre-charge, right? No way. Like, not being able to sword core those Reapers, 100% it's a dead pre-charge. But in terms of getting a PB, easy. Like, getting a PB is easy here.
投掷是唯一的办法。
I just need to not die and escape at this point.
扔过去，扔过去。投掷是唯一的办法。投一。
But yeah, no.
唯一的办法。
Sloan just needed to stay still there, and I'm not sure. How was my PB fold? You can see it below. You can see like PB and then best. That was 22 seconds off of my gold, and I know my gold here is bad.
我们非得合作才行。
Like, I know my gold here can be improved by upwards of 30 seconds at this current like skill level I'm at. I just keep having bad folds without pre-charge.
没其他办法了。
我另一个神官，我有个办法。若我的反应炉核心外露，他或许。
Yeah, that's a great thing to have on live split. I feel it's a great way for me to reference like how much time save I have, as well as just like, okay, if I know a split has like X second gold potential just because like, you know, I did an IL a bit recently, like
是这样，我们的路
whatever the fuck.
祝你们好运了。布里格斯完毕。
Hey Nerd God, this is the end of the run.
今天我们有办法脱身吗？
计算中。
Damn. Really sucks that Sloan trolled me there though.
保护体育。
你在做什么？
If Sloan had just stayed still, it would have been fine. That's the big risk of doing the strat that I do for opening Sloan fight. The big risk is just
复活，我们刚失去 BT 的讯号，只差一点。
if she doesn't stay still on like the second one, it can absolutely screw my core management.
边没有可着陆的地方。
而且如果我飞越这片狼藉，你最好
I'm just gonna go over here for safety. I wasn't sure on that at all, and I just wanna close it out. BT, no. Yeah, rip. Alright, this should gold.
要到了，快点，快点，复活，快跳！
Beauty! A 128.06. And that gold is still, again, super improvable. A better Sloan fight, as well as getting pre-charge, will just make that anywhere between 10 to 20 seconds faster.